Now let's talk about secret number 3. How to scale your coaching business for long-term success. So stick around because you're going to definitely love this aspect, and you're definitely going to be able to implement some changes right away in your business so you can have immediate success. Now, scaling your coaching business is what is going to give you the life that you want, right? An aligned and scalable business will cause you to serve your clients to the highest quality. And scaling your coaching business will cause you to double your results for less effort. So, how to scale your coaching business? I want you to consider these 3 things. First, consider the life that you want. Second, consider the coaching model that will help you to achieve that life. And third, create your scalable offer. And this is getting exciting. So, the life that you want. I want you to answer the following questions. What does a day in your dream life look like? Thinking about the life that you want, you could write it down. What does a day in your dream life look like? You could journal about it. How many hours do you want to work per day? What else do you desire to do during your day? Any hobbies, any exercise? And on this point, let me just say briefly, a couple weeks ago, I was sharing on my 15-minute straight talk on LinkedIn. And I was sharing with my viewers that I was journaling one day about, a day in my 6-figure life. Now, I'll be quite frank, I haven't yet made 6 figures, but I'm well on my way, I can tell you that. And I said to myself, whilst journaling, why am I writing about this and not doing it now? So why should I wait till then to have these things that I want? And then I sat down and I asked myself, because one of those things I wanted was ease. And I asked myself this question immediately. How can I have that ease now? And from that week, my life, my business has changed. Because part of it, in that day in my dream life, is being able to finish work at 4. In that day in my dream life, is being able to have my exercise in, do my hobbies, spend time with the kids. So I made different changes in my life, in my business, right away, so that I can spend more time with the kids now rather than waiting. Ensure that I get my exercise in now rather than waiting for a day in a 6-figure life and then, okay, when I have it all, then I'm going to make more time for exercise. What can you change right now? What can you change in your business, in your life right now that is a mirror of what is it you want to live in that life that you dream of? And what happens, let me just interject here with some law of attraction. What happens is by so doing, you're going to embody that vibrational energy of the life that you want right now, and you're going to attract it to you. So right now, I finish work at 4. I work 6 hours a day. I finish work at 4. I spend more time with the kids. I make sure I have fun with them every day. I find one thing that I can do with them. I make time for exercise. So have a think about that. I know I'm going off on a tangent now. But the life that you want, who do you want to enjoy that life with? And what's on your desideratum? I like to call it. It's Latin for the things that you desire. I don't like to call it your bucket list, because the bucket list sounds like, my life is ending. This is my bucket list. So I call it desideratum. What are some of the things you desire to do? How much money do you want to make? How much do you want to get paid in your business? And then that life that you want, I want you to design that life on your vision board. You want to go on vacation? Where do you want to go when you're making those 6 figures? Put it up on your vision board. So depict that life on your vision board right now. Depict that life right now and journal about it. There's a reason why I'm saying this before you create your scalable offer, and you're going to see that now. So before you create your scalable offer, let's just talk about the coaching models that are out there. You have a one-to-one model, which is very time consuming. I love working one-to-one with clients. Absolutely love it. But I work with a limited number of clients one-to-one. You have the group coaching model, which is less time consuming because you can coach more people for that same amount of time. You have the corporate coaching model, where you're coaching employees of a company or a hybrid model where you incorporate different models. So you could have your online group coaching alongside an online course, right? Or online group coaching and also your one-to-one model. So you more have a hybrid model. But let's talk about creating your scalable offer. And I may re-record this training with the slides because I did create some beautiful visual slides. So I may re-register or re-record, I should say, this training and put it up in my member vault for my clients with the slides. So creating a scalable coaching offer is this. Have one program, and this is what I'm doing in my business right now. Have one program, and then you have different levels. So you could provide one-to-one coaching, you have a self-study component, you could have a membership if you wish. I don't have that aspect, but if that's something you want to do, you could have that as well. You could have a group coaching, and you could have different levels of support for all those different levels that you offer with that one program. And that's a scalable offer. And by so doing, you find yourself bringing in different incomes, different streams of incomes, different recurring incomes for different levels. And now you can design your business around the life that you want. So I'm sure you see now why I talked about first having a picture of the life that you want, and then developing the offer that will be able to help you to design your business around that life. Does that make sense? Do you see it now? So let's go into it. You may need to write this down, or you can also always rewatch the recording because it will be left up in the Facebook group for a while, and you can always take it down then. But here's some things to consider when you're creating your scalable coaching offer. Design your scalable coaching offer where you have one program with different levels. So ask yourself, what levels do you want in your coaching program? So right now, I've launched my brand new program, and I have a self-study component, I have a one-to-one component, I have a group coaching component. If you want to have a membership aspect, you can have a membership aspect. And for each of those components, there are different levels of support. So what type of support will you give for the different levels? For instance, with your one-to-one component, you may have email support and messenger support. But with your group coaching, they may not get that type of support. They may only get support in your membership, if you offer a membership, in your membership community, right? Or your support group, if you have a support group. And if you're providing different types of support for the different levels, how long will they have access to that type of support? And all this needs to be clear when you're writing up your sales page. Now, in creating a scalable offer, you also need to consider, does that offer excite you? Does it literally excite you? Are you fired up? I am fired up about absolute alignment. Really, really fired up. I love it because I know it's an amazing program, and I know it will get my clients results. Regardless of the levels that they run, they will be able to get amazing results to grow, market, and scale their business. Do you feel aligned with that offer that you've come up with? And if you don't feel aligned with it, what is it that is causing you resistance? Then what will be the price for the different levels? And will you have a payment plan in place? How will you receive those payments? And is it a simple process for people to purchase from you? You know, one time I was trying to purchase something on Facebook. I saw this ad, and it was a really, really interesting offer. Now, to be quite honest, I don't fall victim to the SOS syndrome as compared to when I just started. That's the shiny object syndrome. So I have certain questions that I ask myself, which of course I can share in another training or perhaps in one of my posts, that I ask myself before I take up an offer. So they won't catch me off guard, and I don't buy right away. So I would read that offer again, and again, and I will look at it with regards to those questions that I have, you know, in terms of its relevance right now in my business before I take up that offer. And when I clicked on the link, it was such a complicated process. And then when I had done one step, they were taking me to another step. And then there were so many upsells even before I actually had to get to the offer I wanted that I just abandoned cart. So really and truly, as much as you want the upsells, you've got to be careful with it. Because sometimes persons are coming on because they want this program from you. So you want to make it easy and simple for them to access it. Of course, you can have the upsell. I do it as well. But there's a way you go about it. Not 5, 6 upsells. It totally turns me off. 3, 4 upsells totally turns me off. So these are things to consider when you're creating your scalable coaching offer. And do you have a clear call to action? You must have buy now, click here, because people like to be told what to do. So it should be a clear call to action. Do you need to prepare a contract? And if you prepare a contract, how are you going to deliver that contract to your clients? Do they need to sign it? Or is it a contract that automatically comes into force from the time they've purchased it? But they need to be aware you need to send that contract to your clients. How are you going to send it? What automations do you need to have in place so everything works seamlessly? Right? Automations for after they've purchased. The welcome email that goes out. They're added to your list automatically. A couple of years ago, I left PayPal. So when I started my business, I was using PayPal. But here's the problem I was having with PayPal. First, I was with MailChimp. And I really loved the MailChimp features. It was free at the time. And it's very easy to use. I love MailChimp, all truth. But MailChimp did not integrate with PayPal. So when I just started, I was using MailChimp. And then when I finally decided, okay, now I'm ready to start selling, I realized that MailChimp was not integrating with PayPal. Well, they used to, but they no longer integrated with PayPal. So I moved over to Aweber. So Aweber integrates with PayPal very well. No problem. But here's the thing. When my clients purchase with PayPal, PayPal was supposed to be adding them automatically to the list. And sometimes 24 hours pass and they're not added to the list. And I'm up in the middle of the night and I'm telling my husband, oh, someone just purchased something. And I have to manually go into Aweber and add their name to the list so the automatic email can go out to them. Now for me, that bothers me because I believe in customer service, in good customer service. So for me, it really bothers me that there's a big delay in my clients getting that automatic email that delivers the product that they've just bought. So hence the reason why I made the decision then to purchase ThriveCart. And ThriveCart was that, I think it was 690 something US dollars at the time. But hey, it was an investment that was totally worth it. So these are things you need to consider. What automations need to be put in place, and how are you going to get everything to work seamlessly? So these are things to consider in creating your scalable coaching offer. What are your boundaries? And how are you going to make those boundaries clear to your clients? So for instance, my boundaries that I put in my contract is I'm available Monday to Friday, and that I will respond to your messages during the weekend out of pure courtesy. So my clients recognize that if I respond to your message during the weekend, it's out of courtesy, and they appreciate that. They appreciate that because really and truly, when I was working in the corporate world, I was available Monday to Friday. I have a family. I have 4 lovely kids, and I need to tend to my family as well. So what are the boundaries that you have to put in place? So say, for instance, you have one-to-one coaching and clients have email support, but the clients from your group coaching don't get email support. That needs to be clear. That's why in one of my sales pages you would have seen a program I had launched. I clearly stated, well, this does not come with email support. If you require further support, you need to upgrade. So these things need to be clear. And then what will you use to deliver your trainings or your coaching? Will you use Zoom? Will it be Facebook Live in your membership community? Where will you store your trainings? Will it be a membership platform? Will it be MemberVault? So I had, what's the membership I was using? Wishlist. Wishlist is great, but I had too many troubles with my website and stuff like that. I decided to move over to MemberVault, and MemberVault is seamless and beautiful and easy to use. No, I'm not getting paid to promote them. This is just my personal opinion. So I've given you a lot of things to think about. I've given you great value. All these questions here. When you've considered all these things, you will have an amazing offer that's totally clear, and you won't find yourself in any qualms with any of your clients because everything is clear and is well put out there. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing make sense. I'm seeing less work, less stress. Awesome, 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 awesome. So here are your action steps. Journal about the life you want. Write a letter to the universe about the life and the business that you want. Be specific, and then create your scalable coaching offer. Consider all the things that I've just mentioned, and go ahead and have fun. Have fun designing your scalable coaching offer. So let's recap. So today I covered secrets to grow, market, and scale your coaching business. We looked at how to grow your business and increase your profitability, how to market one marketing strategy that will get you the results that you're after in your business, and how to scale your coaching business for long-term results. And definitely, in the end, once you've created that scalable coaching offer, you've taken a hard look at your business to see where you need to cut costs. What can you renegotiate? What you need to cancel? What efficiency systems you need to put in place? How you refine your offer and incorporate those elements that I mentioned to make it irresistible. If you missed it, go back and watch it, because I presented more than a dozen elements that will make your offer irresistible. You will definitely be able to grow, market, and scale your coaching business. You consider Dan Kennedy's M3, you apply it in your business, you will be able to market your business and be a producer and not a consumer of social media. You know, as an example, I recently participated in a summit, and Ellie reached out to me because of my post, and she's like, I love your post, and you are an authority on law of attraction, because I have taken the stance of being a producer on social media. So when it comes to my business, the personal aspect of your life, that's different. But when it comes to your business, I want to encourage you right now to take that social media reset. So when you get onto social media, okay, for this 15 minutes, I'm catching up with family, catching up with friends, I'm following my favorite coach, watching her training, fine. But when it comes to you now putting on your hat as a business owner and you're getting ready to do your work, you are now a producer of social media. So I would love your feedback right now. Would you agree that you've received great value today? And I would love to know, if you type in the chat, what was one of your biggest takeaways? I'm looking down because I have to look on my phone to see the chat here. So let me know what was one of your biggest takeaways in today's training? And as you type, I will give you a chance to type that up, and I will continue that. This is just a tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that I could have covered, and I could have even gone even deeper still. But for those of you who want to go deeper, I have an amazing opportunity today.